shoes became the man who doesn't feel the crack begin until it splits the quiet skin. I thought I knew the signs to watch, but nothing screamed, nothing got caught. Just a breath that didn't fill, a weight too soft to ever kill. No warning signs, no crashing sound, just faded colors all around. No red alerts, no shattered frame, just waking up and not the same. The mirror held a tired face, but not enough to feel displaced. I showed up strong, I played my part, but something hollow pressed my heart. No fights, no fires, no sleepless nights, just subtle shifts in inner lights. I laughed, I moved, I kissed your skin, while something broke beneath the grin. No warning signs, no crashing sound, just silence humming underground. No earthquake tears, no sudden pain, just knowing I won't be the same. Not loud, not fast, it whispered through what used to last. And by the time I looked below, the floor was gone, too late to know. I'm still here, but something's gone. Still standing where I don't belong. I talk to walls, echo more than you say. All the things I wish you knew. I held it in so long, it turned to smoke. Built whole conversations I never spoke. I watched you pass with distant eyes, while I rehearse my silent cries. Not here to beg, not here to win, just trying to let the truth begin. These are things you'll never hear, words are shaped from doubt and fear. Too soft to fight, too loud to keep. They haunt the dark when you're asleep. No blame to place, no wow to show, just silence I can't outgrow. stay. I chased the light I couldn't name, through fog and dust, through quiet blame. I cracked in ways no one could see, till silence sat inside of me. But now I breathe, no need to run. The weight I bore became the sun. This is nothing but home, not a crown, not a fall, not alone. Just a space where I can be every part that lives in me. No more fire left to prove, no more ghosts I have to move. It's just breath, it's just stone. It's nothing, nothing but home. I held the noise, I wore the fight, tried to reshape what slipped through night. But peace is not what others give, it's finding ways the dark can live. Now I don't flinch when silence falls. It's not hollow, it just calls. This is nothing but home, not a wind, not a wound I've outgrown, but a truth I learned to feel, where the broken starts to heal. I'm not loud, I'm not gone, I'm not wrong, just moved on. What I found on my own is nothing, nothing but home. I walked through noise and found the still. Not every ache is meant to kill. I didn't rise, I didn't fall, I just stepped out of nothing at all. This is nothing but home, and for once I'm not alone with the parts I used to hide. Now beside me, not denied, still not loud, still not shown, but I'm real and I'm known, and I've come on my own to nothing, nothing but home. Eyes locked in the ruin of midnight air, broken shapes of souls laid bare. Shadows trace the lines we hide, armor cracked where wounds collide. shattered dreams. Every stolen glance holds guilt and grace. Fingers tremble but don't embrace. We're too close to run. Two fires lost beneath the same sun. Your scars echo my quiet cries. In this wreckage, something alive still tries. Heavy breaths hang like words unsaid. Lost sentences float where fears have fed. Close enough to heal but not to touch. Time mocks the ones who care too much. Tension snaps like a brittle string. We scream the loudest when we stay quiet. Your pain mirrors my reflection. Sharp two lifelines frayed beneath the dark. I don't know if this is right to write. Maybe it's just a scream I shape with light. A quiet way to keep from falling, to give some form to what's been crawling. Not here to blame, not here to beg, just a truth that eats away my legs. I stood too long on this thin line, losing color, losing time. Something's cracked, maybe more, maybe tired, maybe worn, but I don't see me in your eyes. Not the man, not the fire, not the fight. I'm still here, fading, still here, waiting. You listened once or so it seemed, but the weight came back with heavier dreams. Now I stand in your gaze unseen. You scream present, but never truly seen. No shame in you, no claim on grace. We both got lost in life's fast pace, but something in me's dying slow, and I had to let you know. Something's cracked, maybe more, maybe tired, maybe worn, but I don't see me in your eyes. Not the man, not the fire, not the fight. I'm still here, fading, still here, winter light across the floor, silver veins beneath the door. Shadows twist and stretch and crawl, memories are etched on walls. Your voice like snow behind the glass, frozen echoes as they pass. I'd reach for warmth that slips away, the morning breaks in shades of gray. I trace the fire through fractured skies, searching for the flame we let die. Under winter light, we disappear in black and white. I'm chasing shadows through the frost, counting every line we cross. If you find me here, will you tear the silence from this day, or leave me in the frost where winter light won't fade? Footsteps lost on broken stone, every sound says we're alone. Your eyes reflect the dying blue, a sky that never speaks the truth. Hands pressed to a frozen pane, breath fogs glass and no remains. Rooms grow quiet, hearts unwind. What we buried still won't die. I trace the fire through fractured skies, searching for the flame we let die. Under winter light, we disappear in black and white. I'm chasing shadows through the frost, counting at every line we cross. If you find me here, will you tear the silence from this day, or leave me in the frost where winter light won't fade? Call my name through frozen haze, drag me out this hollow phase. I've been lost in muting screams, cracked apart in broken dreams. Take me back or burn me down, just don't let me fade without sound. Under winter light, we disappear in black and white. You can break this frost with flame, or walk away and leave my name. If you find me here, will you tear the silence from this day, or leave me in the frost where winter light won't fade? I screamed in silence, but silence learned my name. It wrapped around my every word and gave it back the same. I held my truth like broken glass, close enough to bleed but not to pass. You looked away without a word, and silence swallowed what I heard. I tried to speak in every way, but your ears were miles away. There's nothing loud enough to make you feel this. No volume, no sound can rebuild what's missed. I lit the sky with all my fear, but you were never near. There's nothing loud enough to make you hear. I stayed, I gave, I played the role, but lost my voice to keep us whole. You saw the shell but not the ache, and called it strength, my first mistake. You loved the version that survived, but missed the part that felt alive. There's nothing loud enough to cut through the haze. No fire, no flare that you would raise. I wrote it all, I made it clear, but you were never here. There's nothing loud enough to break your fear. I could have burned, could have broken all the way, but I faded soft so you could stay. There's nothing loud enough to shake your sleep. No storm inside you'd ever keep. I tried, I swore, I tore the air, but you were never there. There's nothing loud enough, and that's my prayer. If not for you, then just for me. Forgot how to hold. Growth emerged beneath pressure in a place where warmth had left. The wind moved through and never paused. Each bloom opened under threat. Still they reached without promise. Still they faced the open air. And every breath beneath the shade past but never stayed. A mark pressed into soft ground where something used to be said. The light arrived without rising. The earth held names not spoken, and yet the branch gave back what it could not keep. And every wound I sealed too late roots a storm began to shift the time. You came like stillness after cries, a tremor caught in fractured light. I held my breath, the scare to rise, and touch the flame that burned so bright. But ashes bloom beneath the skin, where fire ends and truth begins. And though the path I called my own was lost, it led me closer home, unmarked, unknown, but burning still, a pulse beneath the silent hill. She walked like dawn through broken skies, rewriting maps where silence hides. I traced the edge, I drew a line, but still the dark would intertwine. Love doesn't ask, it doesn't wait, it floods the rooms and bends the gates. And in her smile, the ticking sound grew roots that held me to the ground. Her voice was wind without a name, a fleeting song I never knew. But in the hush, she became a thread that pulled my shadow through. 'Cause ashes bloom beneath the skin, where fire ends and truth begin. I left the cold, I carved the flame, to stand inside her quiet flame. I gave the peace I couldn't find, and bled in rhythm to her mind. No child's voice, no calling hand, just sparks that dance like burning sand. And in his eyes a fading glow of all she was. Now all I know, I built no walls to cage the flame, but held the storm that fed the rain. He never spoke the word I kept, but silence knew the dead I wept. From ash to end, from dust to dream. Ashes bloom beneath the skin, where fire ends and truth begin. I'd lose it all to burn again, if she would meet me in the wind. We're made of cracks and scattered grace, but still she sees me, still she awaits. Ashes bloom beneath the skin. A room reborn in fading gold, where silent strength begins to hold. I laid my past beneath the glass and watched it shift and let it pass. The dawn arrived without demand. It touched the dust, it warmed my hands. And from the quiet, breath by breath, I learned to rise from what was left. You came like light inside the haze, a fire shaped in subtle ways. I stood again, unsure but real, and found a truth I dared to feel. Now embers to hold, not to define, and let the light inside align. Love didn't ask for proof or pain, it simply stayed and knew my name. And in her calm the world stood still, like breath that taught the heart to fill. Her voice became the sound of grace, a thread of dawn I learned to chase. And when I spoke, the silence gave a song that pulled me from the cave. Now embers wake beneath my skin, where shadows end and days begin. I walked through flame to feel the air, and found her waiting quiet there. She never needed me to shine, just be the fire that once was mine. No map, no signs, no written law, just pulse and ash and what I saw. In her the echo I became, not whole, not fixed, but still a name. I didn't rise to prove a part, but to rebuild a beating heart. From ash to fire, from void to flame, not erased, not afraid, not alone. Now embers wake beneath my skin, where shadows end and truth begins. I'd break again to burn this way, if it would light a clearer day. We're made of loss and fractured grace, but still I stand, still I face. Still if I rise again someday, don't ask me why I had to fall. Just know I came back burning, not to end at all. I didn't fall in flames or sound, no cliff, no crowd, no shadow found, just dust that shifted under skin, and every breath began again. The hill was never meant to speak, no echoes rising from its peak, but stones remember every name that passed through silence just the same. And when I stopped to see the ground, I found a path without a sound. This is the quiet climb, no thunder, no divine, just steps that hold their weight when no one sees you rise. No flag, no fire, no flame, just breath that turns to sky, and still I climb. The night is not an enemy, it stays to show me how to see. I used to beg the stars for more, now I just walk toward the shore. I learned to name what doesn't speak, to stand without a need to seek. The wind, the darkness, space between, all sing a song I've grown to mean. Not made for gold or saving light, but something deep and real and right. This is the quiet rise beneath the noise that never has to shine. No proof, no grand refrain, but I still feel the height, and still I climb, and still I climb, and still I climb. I chased the light I couldn't name, through fog and dust, through quiet blame. I cracked in ways no one could see, till silence sat inside of me. But now I breathe, no need to run. The weight I bore became the sun. This is nothing but home, not a crown, not a fall, not alone. Just a space where I can be every part that lives in me. No more fire left to prove, no more ghosts I have to move. It's just breath, it's just stone. It's nothing, nothing but home. I held the noise, I wore the fight, tried to reshape what slipped through night. But peace is not what others give, it's finding ways the dark can live. Now I don't flinch when silence falls. It's not hollow, it just calls. This is nothing but home, not a win, not a wound I've outgrown, but a truth I learned to feel, where the broken starts to heal. I'm not loud, I'm not gone, I'm not wrong, just moved on. What I found on my own is nothing, nothing but home. I walked through noise and found the still. Not every ache is meant to kill. I didn't rise, I didn't fall, I just stepped out of nothing at all. This is nothing but hope.